Hello there, and thanks for looking in. It's Dr. Neptune. Today I'm going to unbox this album by Lisa from Blackpink. This is her debut single called Lalisa. It was released in September, I believe, of 2021. I'm speaking to you now. This is January 2022. And this was pre-ordered by me a couple months ago, and so I've been waiting for it and finally picked it up yesterday. So I'm going to open it up and take a look at it with you. I did a few unboxing videos in my early days as Dr. Neptune. The very first ones that I did was a cherry bullet split into, I think, 3 parts because it was so long. And then I did a G-Idol one early on, maybe one other. But the unboxing format for me, I decided not to do it anymore just because I felt like I could explain myself a little bit better once I'd already looked at whatever I was talking about instead of looking at it fresh on camera. Nevertheless, the unboxing videos that I've seen other people do were a big influence and inspiration for me to start this whole project. So all of those videos that I've watched, and I can't name any of the YouTube authors, but if any of you happen to stumble on this one, thank you for inspiring me. I learned a lot from those unboxings, and I still do. I still watch these to learn about the artists and products and whatnot. But I'm going back to my roots in a sense today by opening this fresh in front of the camera and seeing what's inside. With this one too, it's not as if I don't know anything about it because, as I just said, the album came out a few months ago, and I have the regular CD versions, which I'll show you in just one moment. All right, so Lisa is a member of Blackpink, shown here. This is Blackpink from their video shoot for the song Ice Cream that was released this past summer on their album, The Album, named with characteristic understatement, The Album by Blackpink. And this song features Selena Gomez, who is not, of course, pictured here. But here are the members of Blackpink: Lisa in the green hair on the right, and Jisoo, Jennie, and Rosé. And there's their Blackpink logo, kind of a stylized B and P up in the corner there, and they're on this pink tennis court. So Blackpink's The Album was a huge success, and I'm going to show you just this version of it. This is the Japanese version of the album. This came out after the Korean version, shortly after, and the Korean lyrics are in Japanese, but the English lyrics remain the same. And this was a special edition of the CD. This is the Lisa version. The other 3 members have their own versions too, and as you can see, $80. It was pretty pricey for this. For some reason, Japanese imports are a lot more expensive than Korean ones, at least where I get them. So let's see, I looked this up just now. There's the price on here in Japanese, which is 38.50 yen. Today, that equals 33 American US dollars. But as you see, the price of the album was 80. Shipping costs mainly make up for a lot of that. So here's the track list, and you see Ice Cream there, track number 2. Just gonna take a look at what's inside here. It's all Lisa. Photo cards. Here's the green hair. Interesting thing I've noticed about a lot of Blackpink releases, even the ones that are not, individually kind of branded like this, there's almost never a group photo of all 4 of them together. It's almost always just individuals like this. So there's Lisa on the album. Lisa is also the most followed K-pop artist on Instagram, and has been for a while. She's got, as of today, right now, you can see over 71 million followers. Most current figures that I looked up earlier said that the top four are rounded out by the other three members of Blackpink in order: Jennie, Jisoo, and Rosé. Here is from earlier today. There she is in her knit cap, and she is wishing everyone a happy 2022. Here, this is from about a week ago. That's Rosé, one of the fellow Blackpink members, and the two of them are sharing their dinner of the year. They both turned 25 this year in 2022. Lisa's the youngest member of Blackpink, but they're all very close in age, I think within about 2 years. Jisoo is just about 2 years older. So here's some of Lisa's pictures. This one I like a lot. She dressed as a snow princess, in her own words, and performed a special dance version of one of the two songs on this Lalisa release called Money. She had her male dancers dressed like Christmas trees, and her female dancers were reindeer with antlers and red noses. So, pictures of Lalisa there. Lisa's album here and the song are called Lalisa. That's actually her real name. I'm gonna show you now. Move this out of the way. The two versions of the CD that were released in September. There's the black and the gold. Lisa she was born in Thailand. She works in Korean pop music, but was born, I'm sorry for the pause, I'm looking this up to get the facts right on Wikipedia. Born March 27th, 1997 in Thailand. Her birth name is Pranpriya, which is, I think, a fairly common name in those parts. Pranpriya Manabal is her last name. And she later changed her name to Lalisa. So again, that's her real name. And that means the one being praised. And that's on the advice of a fortune teller that her family went to in order to bring prosperity. And it really worked, because this album, her debut, Lalisa, sold over 700,000 copies in its first week in South Korea. Music video got almost 74 million views in the first 24 hours on YouTube, making that, at that time, the most viewed music video by a solo artist. So with all that, and also, of course, her great success in Blackpink, she really is the one being praised and blessed, I guess. It was a good choice to change that name. She's an only child. I'm reading from Wikipedia here. I think this is important, though. Raised by a Thai mother and a Swiss stepfather. And her stepfather is actually a world-class chef, currently active in Thailand. So that's Lisa's background. She speaks, of course, fluent Thai as well as Korean, and also a little bit of English, and I think Japanese too. I've always been really impressed by the K-pop stars who are not actually Korean, who came to Korea at a very young age, Lisa in her adolescence, to become trainees and then achieve such great success. So I really admire that commitment and that talent. Lisa is the main dancer and rapper from Blackpink. And here I'm gonna show you the two versions of her single. These are really nicely bound, thick, sturdy books, photo books. This is kind of the iconic image to me from this era, with the long hair and the knit cap, and her name on top. This photo book shows other looks as well. A lot of them from the video and other promotional shoots. Lisa was actually a popular internet meme at some point last year. Her legs were pasted onto other people's bodies, most notably Dolly Parton's. Not sure how that all started or who thought of it, but it was a thing for a while. You could look it up, I guess. And here's photo cards, lyric sheets, and so forth. Black version, and here's the gold version of Lalisa. Lisa's been famous since her debut for her bangs. And the fact that they never seem to move no matter how vigorously she dances. So something of interest to see her bare forehead in some of these hairstyles. And just some other looks from the same era. Intensely glammed up, as you would expect. Oops. Photo cards and so forth. I'll show you the lyric sheets here. There's only 2 songs on these releases. All right, so the main single was called Lalisa, and makes her name part of the song. She worked with Teddy on this, the producer, who's been really the go-to producer for much of Blackpink's career. And you can see the lyrics here, Korean lyrics in Korean, English in English. A couple of notable things to me on this is that the hip-hop influence is really strong in this, if for nothing else, in terms of the language. I rarely hear girl groups using vulgarity or anything approaching it, but here you can see the lyric spelled shiz here, but clearly on the soundtrack you can hear her say, "Put that shit on stereo." And then here's the chorus, say Lalisa Lami. Blackpink, another one of their characteristic stylistic points is that they often say their own name. In many of their songs, they'll say Blackpink or Blackpink in your area. So that carries over to this Lisa solo with her. The actual song is called Lalisa. The other one is Money. This is even more hip-hop influenced, I think. The subject matter, certainly, about how much cash she has to throw around and show off and screw the haters because of that. That sentiment is something that I don't really love about a lot of modern music, a lot of modern hip-hop. I just don't care how much money you have, but I like how Lisa transforms it into her own self-statement here. And she does another couple of notable lyrics here. Dollar dollar dropping on my ass tonight. Here's that's that shiz that never gets getting bounced on you. Talk about dollar bills and so forth. So kind of crass, but I mean that's the point, and she makes the best of it. The better song of the 2 is Lalisa, though. So those are the original CD releases of the song. And then one other thing I'll show here is this is a photo book of hers. It's called 0327, her birthday being March 27th. Lisa is a photographer in her own right. My understanding is that she took most, if not all, of these pictures, although a lot of the pictures are of her. So I'm not sure exactly how that worked or who took those. I may be mistaken. Here's pictures of Jennie and Jisoo from the ice cream video. And there's Rosé. But then there's other types of pictures too of Lisa herself. And then some that seem to be shot out the window of a car. Or other kind of, like this prismatic effect. There's different types of pages in this. It's a very well put together photo book. A whole section of rainbow pages here. Cool looking. some black and white. And this is actually volume 2 of this, of her photo books. So I don't have volume 1. These go out of print pretty quickly. They're limited editions for collectors. Here's some Polaroids, I guess. But she also has her own YouTube channel called Lily Film, where she uploads a lot of dance videos. Sorry for all that shaking of the camera. You'll see some of her photography work on there too. Okay, so now to the unboxing. Very curious to see what's in here. LP. I love the cover art. First off, great picture of her. So, what's this? Gold-toned pictures of Lisa. Oh, a lot of big items in here. All right, so here's a Lalisa kind of mini poster. Can't even fit it all in frame, but there. So those are pictures we saw from the gold CD release, I think. Lyric sheet. Larger format. Oh, okay. This is why I don't do unboxings. I'm not really sure even what I'm looking at sometimes, but this is yeah, kind of another mini poster here. I like the braids. The spit curl. More forehead than we usually see from Lisa. These would be large size stickers, it looks like. A feature of a lot of K-pop releases. These two, I think, are stickers or cutouts. No, they're cutouts. Okay. I often feel like I'm playing with paper dolls when I look through these things, so this sort of thing just makes that even more clear. But whatever, it's all fun. These are stickers of her in the mana ball cap and the, we call those leg warmers, I guess. Sweatshirt and long hair. And then this would be the actual LP, consisting of 2 songs. A side, you can see them there. B side there, we'll see the track list in a minute and see if it's just the same 2 songs on each side. It's not about quantity though, it's about quality. Look at this shiny gold. Okay, what else is in here? That looks very interesting. We'll dig it out in a moment. These look like 12 by 12, just the album size. Prints. Okay. Of the different outfits and looks that she had here. This is a thick paper. heavyweight. As you can see the shine on it too, glossy. So bordered with gold on one side and no border on the other. Like all these looks very strong, beautiful. Its boots look like they're oversized. It's just the angle, I guess. And here's an autograph and a message. Blinks, that's the name of the Blackpink fandom. So she's saying that she loves us, Blinks. Now, what is this? There's a little cutout. Oh, it's a mirror. Okay. It's a little compact mirror. What do we see when we... Okay, there's the bottom of my face. All right. And that's it. So I don't see a track list, so I'm just going to assume that both songs on each side are the regular 2 songs that were already released. All right, well, I'll put this image up to finish off here. And thank you again for watching, if you did all the way through. I have a lot more Blackpink content coming very soon. I was actually waiting for this. I've been considering a Blackpink video for months, but there keeps on being more things released, more cool things that I think, oh, I've got to have that to make it complete. So Blackpink continues to have their great career, and as individuals and as a group. And this was a highlight. I really liked this song, Lalisa. Hope you listened to it. Hope you liked this look through the album unboxing. Thanks again, and I will be back soon.